I think if we are apart, it will work better for both ways, like the children.
But let's say you marry.
Where are you standing?
Yes, we want to.
No, I'm saying that.
We don't want it depends.
Oh, don't do
Where
that.
Because if you are unhappy, you are unhappy. If you are unhappy, you are unhappy. I said somebody
happiness.
left the wife because of eggs.
You see, that's what I'm saying.
He said he counted the eggs. And per his calculation, it has to be 3 more remaining. Now it's left with 2. Who did you fry the 2 for?
Now where you raw.
And then the woman too didn't have patience. Like, what is egg? And to date, they are not together. Somebody too, because of brazier. The man has told her not to hang the brazier on the wardrobe again. Keep it nicely, and sometimes she gets tired. She comes, she just and throws the brazier, and
then it hangs.
It hangs. So
and then at night it creates images.
So you see, for someone else, this is trivial.
Yeah.
For another person, this is a big deal.
It's a big deal.
So I don't want us to say it depends.
No, but you're asking for my opinion, and I'm saying in this
but
situation,
I am the judge here. So you cannot depend. It depends anything. Will you stay or you because you cannot? You are. This is you creating a broken home. Now your children will not see they will not have a father. If you have a daughter, how would she relate to a father? Because of your selfish decision, because you are unhappy. Sometimes it cannot. Sometimes it might be something as little as he's unable to speak good English, or he snores too much, something.
Exactly.
So
see the example
you're
giving. For me, some are like trivial things. Some are like very heavy things. No, that's what I'm saying. That it would depend. See, no matter what, it would depend. To be honest.
Okay. Hold that thought. Ethel.
I'll leave.
So you know make I finish, guy. You will leave.
Yeah.
You will leave. You will leave 2 beautiful children. 7 children without a father. How are you going to take care of them? How are you have you thought about the repercussion? Have you thought about broken homes, the effect of broken homes on children and all of that?
I'll leave. My mental health is at stake. And I always say peace of mind first. So
your mental health.
Yes. Peace of mind first. My peace of mind. I'll choose my peace of mind over everything.
So when your children grow and they ask you, Mommy, why did you walk out of the marriage?
My mental health.
All right, now let me come to Michael. Michael, what's your take on this one?
My take on it is when they go to the altar, there's one thing they say: for better, for worse.
For worse, yes.
Now that is better. You have cooked jollof. You have called us into a ceremony. And then you have said in front of us that you, 2 matured people, you are not perfect, but you are coming together to become perfect.
Yeah.
You understand? Then you come in, and then the next moment you want to leave. Why do you want to leave?
Why do you want to leave is the question.
You understand? People will come up with a lot of issues. There are issues. Even when the thing becomes... There are so many solutions to a lot of problems.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying? I feel that we have gotten to that point that, even marriage now has become so trivial that everybody that goes into it feels that, okay, I can go into it and come out easily.
Yeah.
Because listening to Ethel,
I'll leave.
Recent Gen Z, you see, it's so trivial that she can actually even come out of it when salary even doesn't come in. You get what I'm saying. Esinu, who is a bit unbalanced there, can actually one day wake up and say that, okay, weighing the options, I feel that I can't stand it, and then just leave. But you see, there is a reason why you go into something, and there is a focus.
Yes.
Just as you come to a workplace and you have your KPIs, in marriage too, there are KPIs. You need to achieve it. And those who have been in it and gone through it, you and I know that they didn't have it that easy. But today they have come this far because of these things. You understand what I'm saying?
Well,
Councillor Mickey.
I think what you're saying, I think what you're saying is true, yeah. By recent times, there are cases where, people are fighting for their lives. We hear of these so many times. That's why I said,
Don't you think people just want to walk out easily? People. You see, I think we've been sold this story where we think life must be sweet, and so now people have taken it as the reality. So the moment I'm getting a little pressure, I want to leave.
I don't think it's always the case.
Now the concept of marriage is like telenovelas.
Yeah.
You see, the concept of marriage now.
I ain't having this. I ain't taking it.
Another L.
I see.
The children will grow up and start making decisions on their own, and they wouldn't even involve me. So I'll choose me first. Seriously.
That's all.
Ethel.
It's true.
Ethel, I won't bring you here again.
Ethel, you be hard though.
I'll choose myself over everything.
Even over the children.
Yes, we'll co-parent, they'll be fine.
Exactly. I'd rather they are not together.
I'm a product of a broken home and I'm fine. So my children will be fine.
Oh, you think oh no, you are not fine.
You think you're fine.
Why you say
let me be very honest with you. You see, kids who come from a broken home and those who had all the two parents as together, trust me.
There's always a difference.
There's always a difference.
There's always a difference.
And is it always positive?
No,
I mean,
most times,
but mostly.
You see Ethel like this. You see how straight she's coming in. You see, that complete love was not there. So you see how she talks.
No, don't say that.
Oh no,
I don't think so.
But I understand what you're saying. That's his opinion.
That's my opinion.
Don't stop him. Don't stop him. Order in my court.
Thank you, man.
Sorry, Judge.
Now, let's go.
My dad played a role of both mother and father.
I'm not saying your dad didn't play the role. I am not saying your
the love was there.
No, let me just say there is a difference when parents are together. You go home to go and meet your parents. But then there is a difference when one is somewhere, one is somewhere. Everybody's showing you.
There's always a way out. You can work out things.
You see, when you date a girl from a broken home, you can tell.
You will tell easily.
Yeah. And you see, if you're an impatient man and you date a girl who stayed with the parents together, and you are impatient, you might have issues with the woman because you see she's from a home. Where there's love, where they take time to talk to her, everything prim and proper. Life is it's not like diving, it's not like ritual, it's not about riches.
Right.
It is. They have that sense of family, that sense of warmth. You come from a broken home. It's one-sided. I'm not saying it's a bad place. I'm just saying that because you've lived with it for so long, you think that, but why can't you just solve this thing? But why can't? She's thinking, oh my God, you spoke to me like that. Oh my. She's never seen the father and the mother even argue or fought.
Okay, I want to ask a question. What if I stay in the marriage and I die?
You won't die.
You won't die.
You won't die.
You won't die.
And let's not deviate. Our focus is an unhappy marriage, right? So we are not talking about families where everything is very, very smooth. I understand that there's no marriage without, obstacles. That's true. Even our ordinary lives, we face obstacles, so that's fine. But there's always a limit. There are two people. If the two of you are matured enough and you are okay and you're ready to sort your differences out, that's fine. But there are also situations where you just can't. Do you get it? You've not gotten to that point.
Why can you?
I'm not happy.
Why can you can't? Why can't you can't?
Because I'm not happy. I'm not happy. So why should I be there?
But you see, happiness. You see,
you create it.
See,
you create. You make a conscious effort.
I entered Body World in Amsterdam, and I saw an inscription on happiness, and that changed me for a very long time. And I'm still changed by that. And I can't remember exactly what it says, but it says about 15% of happiness is dependent on our environment. And then the other 15 is I think the greater part is from your genes. And then there's another part that is from people around you or something. It's like it's broken into different parts.
Right.
And so it is heavily not dependent on another person.
Okay.
And that's what we've come to believe.
I agree.
Because if you are saying you are unhappy, that's why I'm telling you that. But let me give you an example. You may be married to, let's say, a man who's hustled his whole life.
Right.
Challenges every now and then, came from the streets, managed to get a 2-bedroom apartment, rented. And you are coming from say East Legon or that B and everything. He's a nice guy. He has his ideas. He's great. He can work hard and everything. You guys are married. You have 3 kids or 4 kids. Now, in his mind, he has succeeded. In his mind, because of where he's coming from. In your mind, you are seeing a struggling man.
Yeah.
You understand? So you may be unhappy because your colleagues, your friends from your area where you are coming from, they are still talking about going on vacation. They've gone to England. They've gone to... Your man is also seeing that for the first time in his life, he's been able to rent a 2-bedroom
with 2 air conditioning.
With 2 air conditioning, with one small car. To him, it's success.
Yeah.
To you, it is suffering. It's like you have gone into some hell. Why did I do that? So you can be unhappy for that matter for a very long time. Mind you, you go to the salon, you meet your friends. One is using a Range Rover, and the other is
Jaguar.
And then you guys are having a conversation. Then everybody's calling their husband, and then calling the husband. Oh no, don't worry, I'm sending you some money, and then you call you too. Because of that, you call your own. He said, Charlie, you go or I tell you, say that place is too expensive.
See, these things are realities.
They are realities. And so you can be unhappy. It doesn't mean your unhappiness is not justified. And it doesn't mean you are wrong. But you are unhappy for that situation. Now, if you leave him, another woman will come. If that woman is also coming from a corner, seeing a young guy with 2 bedrooms, maybe she lives in one room with the mother, father, and everything. She appreciates it. She's happy where you were unhappy. Do you get a scenario?
But even check to there's somebody too that can come from that B background and also look at that gentleman and say, even with all these obstacles, this is how far you've come. Let's go on this. Faculty.
Thank you. All right. Anyway, so it's now time to open the phone line. 0559242717 or 0556910154. Oh, Audrey. I tell you, how the broken heart I'll be money party.
I swear.
I want to say, I'll leave. They will take. Oh yes. All right. So the calls are already coming through, and I have this one. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hello. Yeah. How are you doing, brother?
Cool.
Okay. Let's hear what you have to say.
Okay. You must run for your life.
You must what?
You must run for your life.
You must run for your life.
Divorce that lady, then pass somewhere and go. See, men we short, women they are plenty. Leave them, go. Somebody will come. You have your peaceful mind to leave.
But you are not going to stay there, but you have children with her.
The children have their life to live.
Oh, Lucifer, this matter, dear. Hey, what is the children?
I'll take care of them.
You brought them. You brought them into this world.
And I'll still take care of them.
But so you will not stay in it. Oh, yeah, Lucifer, Mpa. All right, so I'm gonna pick this call. Hello.
Hello, Trigmatic. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Who am I speaking to?
Oh, it's Farouk from Zakina.
Oh, Farouk. Farouk, let's hear what you have to say.
I did listen to the program. She say it be 2 things: either you be content or you walk away. Sometimes some people you need to walk away. Because we've been hearing stories about somebody killing the wife doing this.
That's true. That's true.
So you have to weigh the two.
Okay.
But if there is family involved too, with these white people, it's not just here. So other countries, they have plans for such things. They can settle and then you can be visiting your child at any time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right. I must say, Farouk, mostly when he contributes, he has some very, very great submissions. Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
How are you and your crew?
We are great.
Well, the two of you trying to impose your opinions on the lady.
We are not imposing. Well, they are trying
to force them to accept your thoughts.
No.
Okay, let me go straight to the topic for discussion.
Yes.
You see, I'll bring this lady is there to play, Osenechi, the Nigerian musician.
Yes, the singer, yes.
She stayed there because she wanted to protect her kids. After marriage now, she is dead and the husband has been sentenced to death. Yeah. So at the end, these children are now orphans. Look, the Bible gave us the wisdom to reason and to think.
Yeah.
Yes, marriage is for better, for worse. But the same Bible also says, if part of your body is paining you, cut it off. So when things become tough, we are Catholics. I'm from a mission house. I'm an Anglican, so my dad is a priest.
Okay.
So one day I brought this discussion up about divorce and where there are abuses and things in marriage. And my dad said, although the church, especially Catholic and Anglican, although they don't support divorce and all that, but then when the marriage becomes toxic and it will affect one party to the extent that the person will become probably mentally ill or it will result in death, it's always advisable to separate.
Yeah.
For the well-being, because yes, they have children, but look, those children will grow and live home. Your own mental health, as Destiny said, comes to play here. So let's not just, we are doing it for the kids, At the end, it's going to actually affect the kids and it's going to affect the parents as well.
All right, thank you. She's spoken well, and it brings my mind to two parents living separately, divorced, but parenting really well. So yes, you can have that scenario where parents are able to take care of the kids so well, they don't have to be married, but they are really taking care of their kids. 0559-242-717 or 0556-910-154. Today, if you just join us in today's discussion, we're asking, is it okay to stay in a marriage for the sake of the children, even if you're unhappy? And I'll be kaka. Eta says sobeko. And I have a caller here. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, who am I speaking to?
This is Matilda. Good evening.
Matilda, good evening. Okay, let's hear what you have to say.
I agree with Ethel and I agree with every one of you. But I think one thing we should also look out for is mindset of the people that we get into relationship with. There are people with different kinds of mindsets. You can train a child the way you want to train them, but when they grow up, they adopt different kinds of mindsets.
That's true.
On their own. So there is this issue with this couple in my house where the husband doesn't believe in leaving his properties and everything to his wife and children, but rather to his nephews.
Wow.
So how would you be able to stay in such marriage? You can't stay. You have to leave because at the end of the day, you'll be left alone with those kids.
Yeah.
Or probably maybe if you leave the kids behind, you'll be willing to take care of the kids and probably leave something for them. So the mindset and who they are, it does really matter. But if it's a matter of violence and all that, I think it's better for you to leave. Saying, yes, it's nice to solve certain things, but there are some things they just can't be solved.
That's true. That's true. Thank you so much. Some things definitely cannot be solved. 0559-242-717, and I'm going to pick this one. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, who am I speaking to, please?
Kobe Lemon.
Kobe, where are you calling from? Ayikando. Kobe, let's hear what you have to say.
In the first place, the question I'll ask that, what do women want?
What do women want?
Women want, yes.
Okay.
Whatever you do to women, it doesn't please them. So, and then two, what I also say is that, you see, on the day of the rapture,
they
will say a man and a wife is on the bed, and then they will take one, and they will leave one.
Yes.
So why is the Bible say that? Because the Bible says they will take one, and then they will leave one. So in heaven, we are not going to marry over there.
Yeah.
So if maybe you find very difficult, the best thing to just because if you sell for the sake of the children, for the sake, and then you die, and then you lose heaven, and then you rather go to hell. So it is better for you to think twice.
Twice, yes. Okay, all right, thank you. Hobby Lemon says it's better for you to think twice, because Bible says that when rapture comes, a man and a wife will lie on the bed, but they will take one and leave the other. So it's talking about individual life. Mind your own business. Think about your spirituality. Okay, I'm gonna pick my last few calls. 0559-242-717 or 0556-910-154. I still say that I do not have an opinion. I am only curating the conversation. Mike. Oh, why? Why is that when I say that to you people? But I don't have an opinion.
Is on your case.
I know, I'm surprised. Esri says she will walk depending on the type of happiness.
I mean,
the weight of the happiness.
The weight of the happiness. All right, let me pick this one. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please. Who am I speaking to?
Achilles.
Achilles. Good evening, and how are you doing?
Good evening. By Jehovah's grace.
Yeah, we thank God. All right, so let's hear you.
Oh, I divorced the lady.
You divorced?
Yes.
Even if you have kids?
We have so many broken homes all over the world. I make sure I take care of my kids. The kids will choose whether they will stay with their mother or I. But I'll make sure I'll be a responsible dad. That's all.
All right. Okay.
Because check data. Go to birth registry. Men are dying more than ladies.
That's true. That's true.
And so I like to spend my life.
That's all.
All right, I'm picking my very last call. 0559-242-717 or 0556-910-154. And if you're listening to us, this is 3FM 92.7 and this is the 3FM Drive. All right, Esinu has a comment for us.
Okay, so the first
wait,
one.
Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Let me just pick this one. Hello.
Trigmatic.
Oh, osmosis.
Man for real.
Man for real. Okay, let's hear you.
Less 7 minutes to close, eh?
Yes.
So let's make it quickly.
Quick.
Quick one like Trig. Trig my quick.
Hey.
For you. Because you are too smart.
Charlie, thank you.
This quick, my mind went somewhere.
All right, go ahead, Osmosis. Let's hear you.
Trig.
Yeah.
You see, this is actually happening. All depends on how we begin.
Yeah.
When you train your woman from the beginning with what you have, you end up with what you have.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. So if you want to train it in another way, then try to do other things, you may end up with divorce. So it's like you bring a cat at home. Today you give one sugar water, and tomorrow you want to give one raw water. What will happen? The cat will not take the water.
Yeah.
So we don't have time. Let's end it here.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Osmosis.
Man for real.
All right. That's it. We're not picking any more calls. Thanks to all the callers who called in today. SC and the rest of the gang. Osmosis, Achilles, Lucifer. We really do appreciate you. My man, Kobe. And, what's the name of the gentleman that I like his submission? Farouk. Yes. Thank you, Ethel.
Please, there's one comment here.
Okay, go ahead.
So, Anani says, if you're unhappy in your marriage, check yourself first. What were you supposed to do to keep the marriage lively? Have you actually been doing so? Sit down with your spouse to discuss freely each other's views about the marriage. Look out for the good, the bad, the do's and the don'ts. Struck out what brings boredom. Encourage what brings joy and happiness. Note that it is wrong to justify at all times. It is wrong to justify at all times. Rather, take responsibility for your actions and inactions. Accept corrections and apologize. Make love often. So you see, to be happy in your marriage comes from the couples involved.
That's so true.
Simple.
Nanyan.
We've tried it didn't work out.
See, I thought we tried it didn't work out.
See, another one said, my mom did. That's her mom stayed in the happy marriage and she suffered. So for her, she'll walk out. Right.
After her mother sacrificed for her, she did.
It works.
It doesn't work for everybody. Someone said, if only Oga is not beating you, stay and love yourself.
Yes, if you're not being beaten.
It's a stage that will pass eventually.
Yeah.
Do you know what verbal abuse and things can do?
Yes,
physical
your mental
abuse.
health.
Don't go there.
Last time a friend said something, and I'm not saying I do not condone any form of abuse. I'm against it. A friend said that
abuse is abuse.
Until recent, we didn't know what verbal abuse was.
Sure.
Most of us took it and took it like that. Because we even joke with it.
Sure.
Nimbi.
No,
Tibi. Nitike siebi. Uti santo apa. Uti apa. All right, guys, let's wrap this up quickly. Yes, you remember.
Okay, I remember when I was told Utikondo.
Utikondo.
I didn't feel good about it.
Yes.
Fact, I didn't even remember what it was. I mean, okay. So like every time, what I'm saying is that every journey has its do's and don'ts. Every journey has its own trials. And so before you go on a journey, I always keep on saying that the first question you ask yourself is, are you really prepared for this journey? Have you asked a lot of questions on this journey?